Hello friends, how are you? Welcome to the Pan Study Center. Today we are going to see the chapter of geography and what is our topic today? Railway transport. The railway transport is the most important here. Here the information the very account here. India's railway network is the fourth largest in the world after Russia, the USA and Canada. There are fourth number of Indian railway. There is Russia is the first, USA is second and Canada is the third. But fourth number is the Indian railway. In a vast country like India, it has both to the people of the forest and the corner of the country closer to the one another. Railway are ideal for carrying goods and people over long distance. Its employees there is the largest number of person among the central government of department. The first train estimate of the country is 1853 from Mumbai to Thana. There is a most important point here according to UPSC examination here. The first train estimate of their country is 1853 from Mumbai to Thana and covering distance of only here 34 kilometer. The distance here only 34 kilometer. There is a point is a note down. There is an important here. During this year, Indian Railways has grown into a vast network. The following table may be given you and the idea about the growth of railway system during the post-independent era. There is a most important table arrive here. The here table is the operation of Indian Railway here. As first year electrify route in a 1000 kilometer. There is an important here. 1950-51 there is 0.4 kilometer only, but 2003-4 here 17.5 kilometer. There is the most important here. The next year total route length in the 1000 kilometer here of 51 to 50 there is the most important 53.6, but 2003 to 4 is a 63.2 kilometer. Originating traffic in a million tons, there is a 93 to the 51. 1951 there are 93 only, but 2003 to 4 there are 557.3 here. And total good traffic in a billion ton kilometers is here. There are important here on 1915 to the 41.1, but 2003 to 4 here 381.2. And passenger originate in a million there is a most important to 51 and 1951 there is a 1284.0, but today is a 9 is a 2003 to 4 there are 5123 is higher, and passenger is a kilometer in a billion there is a most important here or 1951 there is 60.5 only, but the 2003 to 4 year 541.2 billion there is an important here. The above table gives us an idea of quantitatives of progress made by the railways over 50 years. In the first place, the total route length has increasing a bit slightly here. However, near to 28% of its route length has been to electrified. It means over this track their traffic is far cleaner and faster. It also means to considerable to the saving in their transporting charge of a coal which the railways consume for their overrunning. To be that is extent to railways, wagons are now to free to carry of commercially good of it is a silent here. And similarly, this route is a length has an increasing only marginally, but their passenger kilometer traffic has increasing more than 8 times. Even the good traffic in the term of the ton kilometer has increasingly, but there is a well over 10 times. There is an important here, and this also is a peak of quantitative increasing in the frequency of the railways, and this was is become possible by electrification, a part of the route and degeneration of the truck. The number of steams or coal engine has come down to be marked by 45 by 2003 to 2004 from 8,120 in the 1950 to 51 here. Now there are 4,769 diesel engines are compared to 17 in the 1950 to 51, and similarly Electrical locomotives have increasing from 72 to 3003 by the 2003 to 4. As seen earlier, there are new railways lines has been to added only marginally. However, there has been to the considerable increasing a running track. In 1950 to 51, it was about 59,000 kilometer here. By 2003 to 4, it rose to be near 84,000 kilometer. It means to considerable a potential, and particularly this BZ1 has been to the converted from a single to double, and in some case even a triple tracks here. This has embedded to railway to be run more trains, both good and passengers here. The railways have undertaken to be convert a meter gauge railway track into the broad gauges here, and the 1.68 meters, enhancing their capacity of railway to carry more goods and more passenger with an increasing speed. By the strengthening the trunks route or railway tracks, India is a railways is run several fast train here. The Indian Railways run a several fast train. Earlier there is a passenger and express or mail trains, the only two categories. Now there are a super fast express and Rajdhani Express and Satabdi, the fastest. The express is a running between to the busy of terminal, and no metro rail is a new concept which provide to faster is a transport facility in a metro cities. Delhi is the first one where it is a running successfully here. Indian Railway has taken several measures to be improve their efficient and the unfulness to be a public. There are public here considerable increasing in the railway running track, and second here increasing in a electrification of busy track routes, and third here conservations of meters gauge railway lines into the broad gauges, and introduction of several types of fast and super fast passenger train, the running fast good and the special food grain trains here. And the next year provide to better facility for a reservation and other customer care service, introducing a reservation through the internet. Later happens to the glasses at the region of dense, moderate and spreads to railway network here. The regional of dense network here, the first there, the northern plan and eastern coastal area pose a dense network of railways. The level of land, fertilizer and soil, dense population and spread of the industries area are the reason for this dense railway network. There is important the level of land, fertile soil, dense population and spread of industries are the reason for their this dense net is a railway network. The plan of Gujarat and Surat, Satara is central Tamil Nadu and Chota Nagpur plateaus are the other reason. This region has well developed industries here. The next regions of the moderate railway network. The wall of peninsular regions I expect Tamil Nadu and Chota Nagpur has a moderate network. The hill and plateaus is the provide to the unfavorable condition for aligning railway lines. There are long trunk and routes which is connected the important industrial cities and sport. The railway lines either pass through the large gap between the hill and through the tunnel. The next regional and express railway network. The Himalayan mountains region is comprised of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh have hardly in a line there on the and there. The hill terrains is regulated to the topography are the main reason responsible for the very sparse network here. And some foods, hills towns such as Jammu and Kathgodam in the Kotawara and Dehradun are the only railway headed are touching their regions. Recently, railway lines has been to the extended from to Jammu and Udarpur in their state of Jammu and Kashmir. There are a few narrow gauge tracks to between to the Kalka and Simla and there between to the Siliguri and Darjeeling here. There is an important network here. The next year, the northern eastern region has also is a suppressive railway network only a Brahmaputra Valley is Assam has a mainly railway line. All states in this is a region are almost without a railway line. The hill trend is as thick as a forest cover, heavy rain, and low level of economics and spread to the population are the main factor for the absence of railway lines. And third point here, desert region of western Rajasthan has also a specific network of railways. There are some meters gauge railway line which are linked to big cities. However, most of these meters gauge railway lines has been converted into the worded gauge line. This area is a partially is a populated and has a few industries. Moreover, there is a climate is hot and dry sandy winds has obstructed the railway track. All these factors hamper the construction of the railway line and their proper maintenance here. The next year, the pattern of the trans railway routes here. If you try to trace the busy of trucks routes railway line are connected to the Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata, and back to the Delhi, you get a kite the shaped pattern and further add to it the dialysis line is connected to Mumbai and Kolkata one of hand and the Delhi and Chennai on the other. You get a kite or diamond shape figure here. The kite and diamond shape figure. These lines serve a backbone of the entire railway network in a country. The main pattern need to be important addition one is the Satluj basins or there are Punjab as planned in the north and west and one of the Brahmaputra valley in Assam. The farmer consists of land connected daily with the Pathankot, Amritsar, Bhaga and the Firozpur. The other trunk is connected to the northern east Bihar and northern west Bengal with the Dibrugarh is a state upper Assam. All these lines are connected to Delhi with the bordered gauge and the most part of them has been electrified. The role of railways is important here. The role of railways may be made of further clear if you study the following table carefully and also see there is a conclusion drive at the end are correctly objective here. Come in this table, there is the most important here. Indian Railway traffic is originated in the million of the ton here. The first of all call to 1950-51 to the 20.2 is here or the million ton here. And 2003 to 4 here 271.40 million ton. And raw material excluding coal of iron steel industries is non applicable but 2003 to 4 year 44.226 year a million tons is the supply here. And the pig iron finished steel lifting from steel plant there is a 1950 to 51 there is a not applicable but is a 2003 to 24 year 15.24 year. Iron ore export year nil on 1950 to 51 but 2003 to 4 year 36.41 year. And cement year or 1950 to 51 there are only for a 2.5 million ton but today is 2003 to 4 year 53.47 million ton here. The food grain is here on 1950 to 51 here 8 only million ton but is increasing of 2003 to 4 is a 46.53 million ton here. And fertilizer here 1950 to 51 there are nil but 2003 to 2004 here 28.75 million ton here. And mineral oil there is a 1950 to 51 here is only 2.7 million ton but today is the 2004 here is a 22.00 million ton here. There is the most important here source of economics of railway here. Here come to the most important point here role of railway here. There is the most important point. Coal is the most dominated is the commodity transport by the railway and railway is a promote to industry growth of the coal stable to area. Railway help to the increasing of industrial production by carrying raw material to the industry center here. Railway also help in the distribution of the semi-finished and finished product like pig iron and steel which is the turn promote a secondary industries. And next year fourth Railway also help in promoting export of commodities like iron, ores, cement, and food grain to foreign exchange here. And the next year, fifth, railway has a promote to the building activity uh, all over the country by the carrying of cement over long distance here. The next year, sixth, railway help in the boosting agriculture production by carrying a hug amount of fertilizer from one region to the another. The next year, railways carry a mineral oil and industrial input from port cities of refiner to be an interior part of country here. This should be explained by the Indian Railway considered their a major national mean of transport.